You know why? Because like me, many of you, so much of your life was into this program. And the ramifications of such an attachment is still there for many of us. But as my brother said so well on the radio this morning, it's hard to compare a bucket of truth with a handful of faith. I like that. When you got a bucket of truth and a handful of faith, you better hold on to that bucket of truth. Just what is the Christian faith? The Christian faith is the belief in. Now, before I go any further, please understand. You believe in something because you don't know any better. Let me restate it for you another way. When knowledge is present, faith ain't necessary. You don't need to believe that I'm holding a cloth in my hand. You know I'm holding a cloth in my hand. But now as deep as when I show you my hand and say, there's a cloth in my hand, just believe it. And you looking at my hand and you don't see no cloth, but yet you believe it anyway, and you're willing to die for the fact that I'm holding a cloth in my hand, and you're looking at it and it ain't there. All right now. Oh, that's where we were. Yes. The Christian faith is the belief in, check this out, a set of doctrines or teachings that were determined and decreed by bishops of the Roman Catholic Church. Not one of them was black. You need to understand this. They decreed these doctrines and teachings in a multiplicity of what is called ecumenical councils. In fact, y'all, there were 21 of them. Starting in the year 325 AD, the Council of Nicaea, under the rule of Emperor Constantine in the 4th century, and from 325 AD to the year 1962. A period of 1,637 years the Roman Catholic Church been meeting, changing their teachings and their doctrines over and over, trying to readjust them to fit because they knew they were a lie. Look at the person next to you and say, the lie can't stand but for so long. Sooner or later, the truth is going to come out. From the first Council of Nicaea in the year 325 AD to what is called Vatican II, or the Second Vatican Council in 1962. The Roman Catholic Church has been adjusting the doctrines that they made up. However, despite the hundreds of canonical declarations and doctrines established by the Roman Catholic Church. Now hear what I'm getting ready to tell you. However, despite all that, the Christian faith hangs by the thread of one pivotal point. And that is something called the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Later for all other doctrines that they made up. Later for baptism. Later for communion. Later for holy unction. Later for all that. There's this one doctrine that hangs by a thread. It's called the resurrection of a so-called Jesus Christ. How many of y'all got your Bibles? I want you to read something with me. Turn in your Bibles to 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter and the 14th verse. 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter and the 14th verse. One more time. 1 Corinthians, the 15th 15th chapter and the 14th verse. If you have it, say Ashe. Somebody who reads nice and loud, who got a good loud voice. Oh, go ahead, Karen, since you're standing, go right ahead. What does it say?
And if Christ be not risen,
and if, big mistake already. And if Christ be not risen, what does it say?
then is our preaching vain,
Our preaching is in vain,
and your faith is also vain.
and your faith is also vain. That's all that verse says. What a thing to say if he did get up. If he had rose from the grave, let's put it this way. If I knew that somebody rose from the grave, I wouldn't be saying if he didn't get up. I'd be saying he got up, believe it or not. The question, the challenge here is, and if Christ be not risen. Let me transliterate this for you. Transliterated, it would say it this way. If Jesus Christ died and never rose to life, then Christianity is a fraud. That's painful, isn't it? If he died and did not get up, Christianity is a fraud. You know why? Because the entire Christian faith hangs by that one string. That's what that verse says. If he did not get up from the dead, our preaching is in vain and your belief is in vain. Look at the person next to you and repeat after me and say, I know it's painful. And it's not nice to have to hurt you like this. But how in the world can somebody who never existed get up out the grave? I'm sorry, people. I don't mean to be insensitive. But I got to tell you like it is. We're talking about a story that was fabricated